So that was the beginning. And then a little bit later on, after taking John Ryan's advice to do a sit-in, and it would be no problem, and I was sitting in jail, I had another, it wasn't a vision, but I was reading the scriptures and thinking, and that's when it kind of came tight together. I'd been studying Martin Luther King and reading his wife's biography of him, and looking at the scriptures and thinking of movements, and I realized, okay, my mission now, I get it. My mission is to specifically recruit clergy. If I can recruit clergy, if I can get the shepherd, he'll bring the sheep. So I specifically went to ministers, Protestant ministers, friends that I had, and to Catholic priests, and laid out my plan. We've got to go to the abortion mills, and we've got to close them down by peacefully sitting there. That was after you spared me the other part. And it went well. I mean, obviously, it took off. People said, okay, I get it, I see it. And that's why there was such a heavy amount of clergy in those heyday years, because I went after them. I would go to a city, and someone would say, I want to come and speak. I want you to come and speak in our city. I would tell them, I will not come unless I can meet with the clergy. Find the local clergy group, right, and have me come at a time when they have their monthly meeting, their lunch or whatever. Get me the ability to speak to them, and then I'll come. And there were so many that came. Yeah, they would come out to the meeting, I would stand and I would speak to the clergy, right, and they would say, man, I'm in. And then they would go back to their congregations, right, and recruit. Yeah, yeah, that was a trademark of your sit-ins, your rescues. The clergy. The clergy. Remember that. That was very impressive. That was something that I felt the Lord showed me specifically, that you must do this. But see, I see you doing this long before the mid-'80s. For some reason, I thought you were right there. I don't know why, but I wish I had been. It was such an important part of the movement that maybe I sped it up or something, because we were doing those things, but not on a grand scale. You did some strange things before you ever got into the pro-life movement. Could you just very quick sketch of some of your activities? Well, do you mean like selling cars? Yeah. Yeah, well, for example, they used to mock me. When I would be on TV, they would say, Randall Terry, former used car salesman. Oh, yeah. That was their jab at me. I sold cars in 81, 82, and that's when I started to have this, this ache that maybe more can be done. And when I had this vision, I was still selling cars, and I actually started my own little used car lot, just so that I could have more freedom. Right. So rather than sit for 10 or 12 hours a day at a big dealership, I could come and go as I pleased if I had my own little lot. And that worked fairly well. And I was just always scrambling to figure out a way to survive financially. But I was young and a little, some people call it reckless, some people call it full of faith. But I just didn't, money didn't hold an allure for me. I knew that God had spoken to me. By the time I was 25, I knew what I was supposed to do. I knew as sure as I was alive why the hand of God was on me and what I was to do. And I put myself into it with singular focus. When we opened up our crisis pregnancy center, I said, we have to have a CPC. We're going to save babies at this abortion mill, and we need to be able to get them right over someplace. So we found a building a spitting distance from the abortion mill. And I found some literature on how to start a CPC. And it said it'll take a year. And I said, baloney, it'll take a year. We'll open it in a month. And 30 days, 1 month to the day, we opened up a CPC and had it open 6 days a week, had it fully staffed, had walls up, carpet, free pregnancy testing, and we were in the yellow pages under abortion. Back in those days. Right, that's right. Crisis pregnancy centers. Right. Needed abortion, contact us, whatever it was we said. So Well, I think I'm pregnant. I need an abortion. Well, come on in. Let's get you a pregnancy test, and we'll
still
start
play
there.
those tricks, right? Right. Well, that's amazing, Randy.